Hey there. I hope you can hear me okay. Um, Something I really like about this game is like the difficulties are just names of famous horror authors, like E.T.A. Hoffman. E.T.A. Hoffman mode is equivalent in difficulty to M.R. James with one caveat. When you lose a character, you can choose to load the last checkpoint. M.R. James. M.R. James is given the simplest difficulty that keeps permadeath. In this mode, you will experience fewer dangers than in Edgar Allan Poe, and in addition, those that you face will be easier to overcome. Edgar Allan Poe is the basic difficulty level for Song of Horror, which has been designed and balanced based on this level. This is the game exactly as it was envisioned. I've beat the game in this mode before. This is what we're going to be doing. H.P. Lovecraft is the hardest level. No learning curve, no mercy. The presence will honor you with its undivided attention from the very beginning, and you will experience the greatest of perils. It is necessary to complete the game in M.R. James or Edgar Allan Poe to unlock it. We'll be starting here. Prelude. A Friday like any other. Daniel Noyer arrives home on a Friday afternoon after work. As usual, he immediately receives an untimely call from Etienne, his boss at Wake Publishing. This time he's tasked with finding author Sebastian P. Husher, who has been missing for weeks. You'll have to let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet compared to me. I am kind of just using my controller's mic to talk into. September 25th, 1998. Before my time.
Home sweet home.
Got here.
Hmm?
My old flashlight saved me more than once in the great outdoors. And this is tank controls, so that's fun. Let's bring back some really good memories. Ah! Oh, right, tank controls. I gotta. There we go. Man, the toilet drain stinks, as usual. Of course. That's how you know you're in a crappy apartment. I can't believe the bathroom is right across from the entrance. Like, sir, what kind of apartment do you live in? It's actively depressing. Okay, let's go in here first. The living room slash kitchen. Can't wait to see the next X-Files episode. You know, I have never seen that show. Have you? I'm going to spend my Sunday on this couch listening to jazz. Good for you. Good taste. My videotape collection, I've got quite a few westerns and cop movies. Of course you do. I should sell that old thing once and for all. Not the greatest pizza I've had, but it hit the spot. That's all that matters, buddy. The X-Files. He says I can't wait to see the next X-Files episode. Damn, I closed the curtains again. I'll end up killing this poor plant. Ooh. What's that? No? Okay, good. I was afraid it would be another thing I'd get judged for. Shit, I could have sworn I took out the trash. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually relatively spacious. Some leftover coffee, not my drug of choice on a Friday evening. Eh, good point. Squeaky clean, just like it should be. And yet, he didn't take out the pizza. I'm really hungry, plus didn't get any groceries this week. Let's go to the other room.
Oh, crikey, seriously?
His vinyl collection. Sophie, it's taken me years to put these pictures out again. Very pretty woman. Okay, let's go ahead and answer that before it starts to bug me. I really like the cutscenes. They have like an ink drawn kind of style. You'll see what I mean.
Hello?
Daniel, it's me, Etienne. Hey, we've got a bit of a major emergency going on here.
Oh, you're joking. Friday evening, and there's an emergency? Oh, you...
This is serious business. Sebastian Husher is nowhere to be found, and his manuscript should have been at the office by Tuesday. He won't answer his calls, and he hasn't shown up at his office at the university. He's vanished into thin air.
Oh, don't screw with me, Etienne. Call him on Monday or send a courier for him. I just got in the door less than 5 minutes ago.
I'd go myself, but I've got to attend Albert's performance in half an hour. Plus, Husher's house is closer to your place than it is to mine. Come on, man. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back home.
You're going to owe me a big fat favor.
Whatever you want. Write this down. 4 Abbott Thomas Road, in the old housing developments along Highway EB-15.
EB-15? Good God, that's out in the sticks. I plan to take a few days off after this.
Well, we'll talk about that once you find him. Oh, and if he gives you the manuscript, don't show it to anyone. And don't go selling it off to the highest bidder.
I'll see what I can do. We'll ring you up when I get back.
Thanks, Dan. You're saving my skin.
Again. Another Friday evening and I'm working as an errand boy. I suppose they're too important over at Wake Publishers to come looking for jolly old Husher themselves.
I think you'll like the amount of references to other
Maybe I
horror
should be
games
too
there are.
important for that.
It's like Wake Publishing,
I mustn't
Alan Wake,
overstretch my complaints.
Sebastian Husher,
Rising
The
from
House
my
of
lot as
Usher.
a drunkard and financial ruin to that of an errand boy is actually quite an improvement. If only things had gone a bit better for the company, or I'd got on the wagon a bit sooner. Damn, Sophie did the right thing when she divorced me. I would have divorced myself in her place. Daniel Neuer, the bloody alcoholic. Chin up, you. That is Daniel Neuer, the bloody ex-alcoholic, after all. Wake Publishers employee by day, Wake Publishers screwed over lackey by evening. Even Friday evenings. But if I could find Husher, I have a feeling my status at the company would rise quite a bit. After all, he is the publishing firm's biggest star. Let's cross our fingers and hope he's home.
The Husher Mansion is a large 19th century colonial house property of Sebastian P. Husher, acclaimed professor and historical fiction author. A tricycle. I didn't know Husher had kids. A newspaper. That murder they arrested about a week ago was on the front page.
Hello? Is that music? I'd better take a look. Is that someone playing a music box?
The clock marks 12. Guess it needs fixing. The alarm seems disabled. Much better. If it goes off, I'll have a lot of explaining to do. It is. That's a lot of clothes. Is there anyone home? The really funny thing is, this song is, like, cursed in universe, and, like, once you hear it, you can't, like, get it out of your head. I unironically can never remember how the tune goes. I like it, but I can never remember it. That it is. That's weird. What are all those suitcases doing there? Nice record player. Looks vintage. Himuro. What a beauty. Must sound like an angel. That's a Fatal Frame reference, I think. And here's another Fatal Frame reference. Camera, or rather a fake camera. I think you can look at it closer later. It's supposed to be like the camera obscura. Man, this guy's even messier than I am. Mostly noir and police thrillers. Now these I like. Grammar and reference books. I guess these come in handy when Hushart's writing. Looks like the store is jammed shut. Japanese swords. Anything from that country is popular now thanks to those stupid cartoons. Oh, he's one of those. Darn. I don't like Daniel anymore. Yeah. Now, the thing about this game is there is permadeath, so, you know, if I get my character killed, they're dead for the rest of the playthrough. Decorative fruit, the expensive porcelain kind. I guess they don't want anyone to think they're poor. God forbid. Oh. There we go. A letter for Hushar, found by Daniel in the author's mansion, post-stamped on August 1st, 1998. Dear Sebastian, how are you? To be completely honest, I must admit that we are all impatiently awaiting your latest work. My dear friend, I must ask a favor of you. Enclosed with this letter, you will find one of the latest items we have purchased at the store. An ornate music box with fascinating engravings. The craftsmanship is astonishing, but something else has caught my eye. Oh, so you've beaten this one before, right? I'm pretty sure you talked about this game. Yeah, I have. I just haven't played it in a really long time. It's kind of one of the only horror games I have in my library, so... Well, perhaps I should say ear. The melody, Sebastian. It's peculiar. You have to listen for yourself. I had never heard this song before, and my attempts at finding the score, or the name, or composer have failed. I cannot for the life of me get that melody out of my head. Would you be willing to help me find any clues regarding this box and its mysterious melody? I would be forever grateful. With the warmest of wishes, Isaac Farber. P.S. I've also enclosed a little information I managed to find about said box. Letter addressed to Sebastian P. Hushar, 25 Abbott Thomas Road, Ford.
Interesting. What the? How can there be a door there?
And like any horror protagonist, he walks in.
I'd hardly taken a step forward when I heard the door close behind me. When I turned around, the door wasn't there anymore, and all that was left of it was a strange shadow on the wall. I searched. I despaired. And I screamed until my throat began to burn. The candles started to run out, as did the batteries in my torch. From within the most suffocating darkness, the hours went by, until turning into days, and I began to fall in and out of a restless sleep. I would hear voices, sometimes right next to me, other times a few yards away.
I do so
It seemed
love
like
this art
they
style.
were coming from the other side of the wall. Desperate cries, howling in horror, and sometimes, the worst of all, a vast, oppressive silence would fall, seeming to emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once. There was nobody there, just hallucinations, nightmares, black nothingness, and the song from that music box. Trapped in this impossible place, I wondered if I was going to die there.
Three days later.
Etienne, do you have any news on Daniel yet?
Oh, Sophie. No. We've been calling him at home all day, but there's no response. Do you know if he's got a mobile
sounds neat.
phone?
No, I don't think so. And if he does, he doesn't tend to keep it on him.
Oh, man. I think I should pass by the Husher place when I leave, just to see if they know anything.
Husher the writer? Your client?
Yeah. I sent Daniel over there on Friday, and I haven't heard from him since.
What's the address? I'm going to stop by Daniel's place, and if I don't find him, I can go around and ask about him.
The house on the outskirts of town, on Highway EB-15. Number 4, Abbott Thomas Road. It's a big house.
Okay. I'm headed over. Call me if you find him.
Of course. Same to you.
It's been 3 days since Daniel entered the Husher mansion. No one has heard from him since. Okay, now this is the point where we get to choose who we play. Every episode has a finite number of characters you can select, each with their own, pros and cons. Sophie Van Denen, age 40, light source, candle. Life has put Sophie to the test many times, but she always pulls through. It was thanks to this resilience that she summoned the strength to put an end to her failing marriage with Daniel. Sophie, who runs a well-known art gallery, is now enjoying the ever-elusive prosperity she has always longed for. And now characters have 4 stats: speed, stealth, strength, and serenity. Speed is how fast they run. Stealth is how easily they can hide from enemies. Strength is, strength. And serenity is basically how calm the character is. So the higher a character's serenity stat, the more that the game's AI has to do something to frighten them before it can manifest fully and attack. And her special item is scented candles, 3 of them. Whenever I light one, everything around me feels safer and more peaceful. If you set a scented candle down in a room, the presence, the enemy of the game, cannot manifest in that room. And it restores her serenity back to the highest level. Next. Etienne Bertrand, age 45, light source, lighter. Etienne, a confident self-made man, is sales manager at Wake Publishing, making him Daniel's direct supervisor. In his role as personal assistant, Daniel has become somewhat of an errand boy, but Etienne is slowly giving him greater responsibilities. Although they love to complain about working together, they have grown fond of each other, developing a friendship outside of work that neither of them like to admit. His special item is a note folder. Writing down anything is important to the secret writing down anything important is the secret to remembering Etienne. So basically, whenever you bring up your map, Etienne will write down additional notes to help make navigation and remembering what is where easier. Alexander Laskin, age 59, light source, candle. Alexander and his wife Masha are housekeepers at writer Sebastian P. Huscher's mansion. Watching over the author's children is one of their many household duties. The Russian couple of Christian faith moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from mysterious pasts that Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks about. Notably, he has incredibly low serenity, so he's kind of the most difficult character to play here. But he has his flask. Take a good swig from the flask to soothe your nerves when danger lurks. Always worked for me. Essentially, I think you can only drink from it once, though, and essentially it provides like a free pass whenever the presence tries to scare him. Alina Ramos, age 32, light source, flashlight. Alina is a passionate, hands-down type of learner, always eager to get her hands dirty at work. Happy and energetic, she's traveled the world with her sister in search of a better life for them both. Now working as an electrical technician at Monolith Security, Alina is part of a highly qualified tech support team repairing high-end home security systems for exclusive clients. Walkie-talkie. It doesn't work very well. It picks up a lot of weird interference, so it essentially works like the Silent Hill radios. The louder the static gets, the closer the presence is to attacking. Personally, with what the difficulty is, I think it would be best to play as Sophie. But who do you think? For the whole episode, yes. Unless they die. Oh, another horror reference. I know you probably can't tell, but the logo on Alina's hat for Monolith Security is the double helix marker from Dead Space. Oh, they carry over, so like it depends on the chapter. Like, whoever you play as in this chapter is guaranteed to be selectable for the next chapter, along with a couple of other characters. Sophie and Etienne, so long as they survive, will always, most of the time, show up as playable characters. I think Alexander only becomes available for a few chapters because he's kind of got his own journey to go on outside of what Daniel and the others will be trying to do. And then Alina, I'm pretty sure, completely vanishes from the game after Chapter 1, specifically because she wants absolutely nothing to do with what's going on. Understandably. Every chapter adds, like, new characters to play, but usually others that you played and kept alive will also carry over as options. Now, that being said, a weird thing is that if you don't play as Alexander here, he never appears again in the game, which I do admit is kind of weird because the whole point is that he's here from... I'm not saying I need to play him, but I just think it's weird. If you do not play as Alexander, he never appears in the game, which, given he's one of the housekeepers, it's a little odd, but I guess you could just assume he, like, went there before and died or something. But... You know what? I'm gonna challenge myself. I have never played as Alexander before, so worst case he dies, right? I mean, canonically, I think it makes the most sense for him to show up because Sophie says she's going to ask around about where Daniel is first and then head to the mansion. Um, yes, Russian man. But, and Etienne can't go until he's back from work, so. September 28th, 1998. Saul's tricycle. He must have been riding about the yard. Oh, that's another fun thing. Every character, every character has like their own, in-character ways of interacting with objects and like inspecting things. Um, Alexander, since he's a housekeeper, knows more about the house and the people in it than um, other characters would because they're not familiar with it. So I think that'll be fun to look at. It's jammed. I will have to go through the house to get there. Now the thing is, you can run around freely in this game, but if you do, it affects your stealth stat. Because obviously, the more noise you make... I cannot read anything in this newspaper. It got wet in the rain. Because obviously, if you make a lot of noise, the Eldritch Horror is going to know you're around. Chapter 1. The Husher Mansion.
Why is the door open?
The alarm system is off. Where are those useless people from the maintenance crew? Mr. Sebastian's travel guides. The clock in the entrance is off. Mr. Sebastian's favorite coat is missing. I do not think he is home. You can see the Hushers when they were little in these pictures with their families. They were taken in the 50s.
Yeah.
A note found in the mansion entrance written by Catherine, Husher's wife, on September 4th. My dear eccentric husband, I left your key in the top drawer of your bureau in the library. The children have been very nervous lately. We need to talk about this as soon as you get back, and I don't want them playing with it. They must have taken all of this luggage from the basement, but why? I think the telephone works. Books, books, and more books. There's Death Cellar in the camera. It is stuck. I must grease it if I want Mr. Sebastian to open it. Okay, so I need to find some grease first, which I think I can find by going through the kitchen, if I remember correctly. In like a little supply closet. Somebody locked the door to the smoking room, of course. It's obviously not as easy to just go in that room. Once Masha and I hid beneath this table so that the children would not see us carrying their Christmas gifts. That's cute. How did that mirror get so filthy? Maybe there's a box of matches in here that I need. None of them are used. Yep, here it is. Just an ordinary matchbox. There's some matches left in it. We'll need that later.
There's something on the counter.
Drawing by Saul. Oh, Jesus. Saul, 7. Oh dear, I must clean up this mess. That wire is dangerous. A metal ring. I don't know where this ring came from. It is broken on one side. From its size, I would say it's a key. Ah. I gotta find the key to this room. Great. Now, I think the game kind of doesn't let you go upstairs until you explore everything downstairs, so... So how a randomized station playthrough exactly? Do you still have to solve the pains? Yes. The only thing that changes is the game's AI. So essentially, every time you play through the game, different things can happen from a number of events, and a lot of them are actually influenced by how you play. And obviously about what character you're playing. Looks like I might have to go down to the basement. Or maybe the bathroom. Oh, it's the garage. Whoops. Boiler functioning. Upper panel. Shut down. Press the left button. Start. Press the center button. Emptying. Press the right button in case of malfunction. Preventing correct boiler functioning. You can perform an emergency shutdown by keeping the blue button pressed for 4 seconds. Here we have the boiler, but with no electricity in the house. I can do nothing with it. Okay, right. I need to turn the power on. Do I have a map yet? Oh my god. Someone bolted the lock to the servants' quarters. Where are you, Masha? The door of the basement is locked. Okay. The woman in the painting looks like a corpse. Ooh. Okay, clearly that's not the right way. Here's the bathroom. Mirror is filthy, quite odd. Anything unusual? Anything at all? Anything I need? I guess not. Shoot. Just remember where I need to go. Oh, actually, the entity can manifest through mirrors. Usually people become so paranoid about that they'll end up scratching up the mirrors or doing something to make them dirty so they can't see their own reflections. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Ah! I'm trying to remember how to... Okay. L1 for inventory, R1 for documents. Okay. Then I press... Then I hold L2, I think, to run. If I need to. The apples are moldy. Odd, it seems nobody's eaten any fruit lately. Your Maj keeps the cookbooks we brought from Russia. Masha must have made some coffee. Oh, it's this room. Okay, this is where I find the grease. Let's see. Rusty can of oil. The soil is a fine lubricant for the car. I think so, but it can also scare your character very easily.
What was that noise? If there is anybody in the house, I must find them.
Yeah, so now we have the listening mechanic. Fun. Yeah, tutorials. Your light source will never run out. Use it as much as you need. Awesome. Listening at doors. What was that noise? You better take a look before you go back out. To press your ear against a door, walk up to it. When you see the listen icon, press and hold triangle. While you're listening, pay attention to the sounds that come from the other side. Now, I do have... yeah. I do have a setting enabled so that just in case I can't hear any weird noises on the other side of the door, the character's face will change. Like, they'll look visibly nervous by whatever they're hearing. Now I need to go to the... Was I supposed to pick up a map somewhere? Because... I have unchained the drawer. I'm taking the key. Master key. Looks like an old key. It was in the jam drawer in the library. This key opens many doors inside the house. Awesome.
I think I should answer the telephone. Hello? Hello? I don't understand you. Saul, is that you?
We can't leave my room.
What? What is this? I need to find the children. And where is Masha? Nah.
Now I can go through. Julia and Saul's notes. A scribbled piece of paper from the smoking room in the Husher mansion. Julia, I saw another door yesterday. As I was walking by the dining room, I suddenly heard the music from Daddy's music box. When I went in, I saw the door. I went running to tell Mommy, but when we came back, it was gone. She scolded me for making things up. It's not fair. I was telling the truth. There was an old door here, different from the rest. It even had a key in the keyhole. If I see it again, I'll go inside and leave the door open. That way Mommy will believe me. Saul, I saw the weird door Julia said, the one that wasn't there before. Mommy was very angry and kept yelling at Julia. The door is scary. I will hide the key in the dollhouse, and I will hide the $5 too, even if they get mad at me, and I will bring them out when Mommy and Julia forget about the door. One will be hungry, so her friend will make dinner for her. Another one will read while her mom takes a shower. The ugly one will watch the door so nobody comes in. That's a puzzle clue. Flathead screwdriver, it looks like it's seen better days. I've used it many times, there's nothing unusual about it. Mr. Sebastian loves to spend time here listening to that old radio. Mr. Sebastian's cousin taught him all about hunting. It is a family tradition for them. Heavenly Father. Such a mess is not allowed in this house. I wonder what they were looking for in all those papers. Here's the fun part.
Is anyone there?
Ooh, that one always makes me nervous. Good thing he's got a high strength stat.
Maddie and Joseph. My mind is playing tricks on me.
Yeah, so if I walk through that door right now, I will die. Now I can head upstairs. Someone took down the painting that was hanging here. Surely they took it to the basement or attic. This is one of the oldest. It was painted in February of 1634. There's nothing unusual out there.
Nah.
Seems someone has locked the guest room. Can I use the master key?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Listening one more time. Just in case the game decides to mess with me. I remember this part of the
It's very
game.
dark in the guest room.
One of them was the much above from the country. I cannot go in there until I turn the power back on. Black and white photo. An image of Catherine, Husher's wife, and their children, Julia and Saul. Do not look at this photo. You know I had to look at it. The Golden Bonfire. Masha says it is one of Mr. Sebastian's best books. Ah, here we go. A dirty dishcloth. I love the physics here. Ooh. Yeah. Very absorbent, so we use them to clean the bathrooms. Okay, I can use this to wipe up the mess in the kitchen. Hail Mary, full of grace. Yeah, that's about all you can say. Figurines and souvenirs of the Hushers, they have traveled very much. Don't need to listen in here because I'm stepping outside of the house. Happy anniversary. So if you don't want the mess up, if you walk over it later, it'd kill you due to the exposed door. I actually don't know. I've never tried. I don't want to risk it. Grill tongs with a wooden handle, perfect for cooking a barbecue. I would need that later. Very helpful. I've never been burned while using those tongs. Can I turn the floodlight if I do not plug it in first? To do that, can we use this battery to turn the floodlight? Yeah, to do that, I need jumper cables. These plants are doing better than the ones in the house, but I can tell they need fertilizer. I have to stack fertilizer with plants, but it was never used. Okay, I'll have to come back here later. Is there seriously a map somewhere that I just haven't been able to pick up? Or is Etienne the only one that gets a map? I can't remember. Remote control, your center garage door control button seem a bit worn down. Sometimes Miss Catherine sits here to read when Mr. Sebastian's writing. The entry is very comfortable. Got another hiding place here. Which, speaking of... Well, Kowaza showed me a moment of peace. Everything seemed to go quiet, even the screams. Personally, this is left 1. Yeah, I guess I'll have to save it for later. Landscape is one of our special favorites. It was painted in 1905. Pages of dictionaries, more reference books. Someone split the key to the storage room in 2 parts and left half inside the lock. I need some kind of glue to fix that, which I do not have right now, so... I think there's a couple more rooms I can explore up here. And then I think I'm going to have to keep exploring downstairs to find what I need. Second letter from Isaac Farber, written on August 10th, 1998, was sent by the owner of an antique shop. Dear Sebastian, I wanted to tell you firsthand that I will be taking some much-needed time off, which means that the store will be closed as of tomorrow. I wanted you to hear it from me, rather than read it on a sign on our door. My daughter is currently traveling, and I must confess I can't keep up with our everyday demands on my own, especially since I haven't been able to sleep well lately. As soon as she's back, we will be open for business again. Rest assured, you will be the first to know. I hope to feel better by then. Please give my warmest regards to your family. Sincerely, Isaac Farber. Elevation plan of the Husher Mansion. Scaffold goes here. Erect scaffolding, paint exterior, repair leaks, fix loose tiles, check old pipes. The door to the master bedroom is locked from the other side. How could that be?
No. Mrs. Catherine.
No. I'm probably gonna end up going this whole playthrough without actually drinking from the... Actually, I think I should. My controller vibration's getting pretty crazy. I'm gonna regret that. I've got so much of the chapter left. Okay, first things first. I need to get the power back on. I should be able to go back into the kitchen by now. As family each other, not important. Yes, as the other character, you have to find the first one's inventory, wherever it was that they died, and sometimes there will be a little surprise.
Yeah.
We emptied the wardrobe before bringing it here. A person would fit inside. No, another hiding spot. Clutter that Sebastian did not want lying around, but would not throw away either. Good heavens. Aw, the pet bird's dead. Firewood. I'll definitely need those later. You'll see what I mean later. Maybe. My goal was to not let anybody die. Wait, is this that supply closet? Ah, it is. I don't need to be in here. I wish I could remember what I need the screwdriver for. Oh god. This game makes me so flippin' anxious. Okay. Go to the basement. It's open. I no longer need the key. That's something I like. Your character automatically throws away a key if they no longer need it. So you won't go around trying to use an item that's not useful anymore. Oh god, I hate this part of the house. Safe riddle, handwritten note detailing Husher's riddle for his daughter Julia. Dear Julia, if you found this note, congratulations. You're one step closer to solving the puzzle I've prepared for you. I hope it keeps you entertained while I'm away. I've hidden your favorite doll in the safe and changed the combination. Since you aspire to becoming a detective when you grow up, I think this is a great chance to put your deduction skills to the test. The new combination is as follows. The number of our street address, Saul's age, the decade and year the canvas hanging upstairs right next to the staircase was painted. Good luck, my dear inspector. Hugs and kisses from Daddy. Okay, so the number of their street address is either 25 or 4. Okay, it'll probably be 4. Saul's age, which is 7. The decade near the canvas hanging upstairs was painted. That is the one that was probably put in the attic, so we won't know how to open this until later. Around this way is where I think I can find. Until the children are a little older, these expensive vases must stay down here. I think I can find another spot to hide if I need it. The old wardrobe's cleaned out, a whole person fits inside. Yep. Heavens, something is wrong with those fuses. Oh, now I remember. Okay, I need to head back to the garage. Yeah, this game is full of those. Whenever your character gets scared, the controller starts to vibrate like a heartbeat, and it gets quicker and more intense the more frightened they become. Aw, not the dog. Yeah, here we go. I can't believe I missed this. Choke this screw. Combine. Screwdriver. What? What do you mean? Hold on. There we go. Now, back to the basement. Now, this puzzle I have always had trouble figuring out, but we're going to try to take care of it without a guide. Jesus. Okay, the one good thing is the game can't attack you while you're figuring out a puzzle. Okay. 25, 50, 30. Okay, I need to... I'm pretty sure 25 goes here, if I remember correctly. So... God, okay. Not plugged in right. I'm literally just trying to brute force it. Was that it? Oh my god. I was afraid I'd be here like hours. Okay.
Good. That will help.
Oh my god. Don't like that. Okay. The lights are on, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna keep using it anyway. Let's see. Blue button. And the boiler's fixed. Not sure what I need that for yet, but use this. Open the garage door. And opening the garage door is how we get the jumper cables. And also peek into the car to get something important. Garage folders in the car. Should I take the folder? It's not doing any good just sitting here. Yes. Sometimes the game will ask you to do something, and it will get you killed. Haiku folder 2, a piece of a collectible. Blue folder, there are several sheets of paper in it. Children's mouths water when they see Masha and me cooking shashliki on the grill. I think I need a separate key to get in here. Let McKee inside before going away. Must find Masha's now. Yeah. Game really be like, hey, do you want to do a dumb thing that'll get killed? Yes or no? Yeah, usually the game will give you some kind of hint through the character's words when they inspect it on whether it's a dumb idea or not. Although, generally speaking, it's pretty, standard. Maybe I shouldn't. Fair. You'll see one of them relatively soon. Okay, time to go back upstairs. Wait, I think I need to go through here? Yes. Okay. These suitcases are mine and my wife's. I do not understand. Masha began to pack her bags, but never finished. Records belonging to Mrs. Catherine. They gave them to her at work. What are they doing here? Red rag doll with a flower in her hair. Masha sewed a nice mouth on this doll. The children liked it.
Yeah.
Masha was recording. September 11th, 1998.
I am starting to worry. A few days ago, Mrs. Catherine started sleeping in Saul's room with the children. She's been avoiding me lately. Is she ashamed or something? Alexander and I have lived in this house for 16 years, with her and Mr. Sebastian. We've seen their children grow since they were babies. I don't understand this sudden change in attitude. I saw her playing and reading with the children in the living room last night. They looked exhausted. I could hear it in their voices, but they wouldn't go to sleep. They seemed to be avoiding it at all costs. I had a terrible nightmare last night. Something was lurking in the house. But in my attempt to escape, I couldn't find the main door. It was as if it didn't exist. Or as if I couldn't.
Ah. Okay, I would have to replay the whole thing over again now, but, the only thing that was left was her saying the strangest thing is that she doesn't remember waking up from the nightmare. Not a soul around. The hushers chose this area exactly because of the peace and quiet. Okay, I found everything I need from there. Can I hide under this table? Guess not. Okay, now I'm going to use the jumper cables to start up the light. Oh my god! Crap, I forgot that's when this
I
happens.
must find a hiding place.
Oh shit, okay. Oh god.
What happened? Have I lost my mind?
Children's dollhouse, Mr. Sebastian wanted it to look like this mansion. When I get all the dolls, I'll have to come back here. Sebastian brought the stores from Mr. Farber's store many years ago. Oh god. So now we have that to worry about.
What the hell?
Do you have to press the button in rhythm with heartbeat? Yes, you have to press both of the shoulder buttons, so R2 and L2, in time with the heartbeat. The cables. Use.
Uh-huh.
Really bright, focused light can help keep the thing at bay. Here we go. Ah, it is not mine, it is my wife's key. Julia's room. Cute. The posters like the ones we put up.
Mm-hmm.
Julia and Saul's recording. September 14th.
Mommy's really scared. I'm scared too. She's broken all the mirrors in the house. And that song? I hear it everywhere. I wish we had never listened to it. Something is watching us.
Julia's bed made like in the military, but there's dust on the bedspread. Nobody has slept here in days.
Yeah.
Super glue, perfect. And is this for hiding? Yeah. Yeah, the voice acting in this game is hit or miss, but a lot of the time, but sometimes there's like a really good performance. I think Daniel's voice actor actually gives some of the best when he's terrified. Something's clogging the toilet, nobody's removed it. Where is everybody? Some tongs.
Yeah.
Black rag doll. Dirty old rag doll, the poor thing's all patched up. It's a mess, Saul must have thrown it in the toilet. Saul's room. Yeah, we can't go in there. I'm not, like, remember how we got that phone call and Saul said, we can't leave my room? Yeah, don't go in there. I would show you what happens, but I'd like to not lose this character. Third letter from Isaac Farber, post-stamped on the 15th of August, found at his home. Dear Sebastian, everything is falling apart. I don't know what is happening to my telephone, but I can't seem to reach you, which is why I am writing this. As I do, I pray that it is not too late. Sebastian, do not listen to the music box. I repeat, do not listen to that music box. Something is wrong with that melody. I hear it over and over in my head, while I walk, when I read, while I eat or sleep, even in my dreams. These are getting worse and worse. I feel observed, Sebastian. At first it only happened in my dreams, but lately I also feel it while I'm awake, although I find it increasingly hard to tell the difference these days. There's something here with me, a strange presence. In the halls, behind each door I turn my back to. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm so sorry, my dear friend. I curse the day I sent you that box. Isaac Farber. And I need this to get into the attic. Now, it is really important that I just walk around as Alexander precisely because of how easily the game can scare him. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot this can happen. That usually doesn't happen until chapter 3 of the game.
What happened? Have I lost my mind?
Whew. Okay, so in any other difficulty, that doesn't happen for the first time until Chapter 3 of the game. I forgot that in this mode, almost all of the mini-games can happen from Chapter 1. No learning curve indeed. You couldn't see it properly, but what's supposed to happen is like these inky handprints start showing up on the floor and like crawl over and start to drag you in. And you have to like button mash to get out. Ooh. I need a second. Holy shit. Oh. Forgot that could happen. Okay. I think I need to go in here. Yes, this is how we get up into the attic. So I'm both out of the attic. I could lower it if I could reach that hook.
Yeah. I need to have a look in the attic. Yeah.
Eventually I'll have to go back into the servants' quarters, but...
What? Julia, is that you? Julia, it's me, Alex. Are you alright? What?
Haiku folder 1. A piece of a collectible. A yellowish folder full of papers. There seems to be a haiku stuck to it. A crying friend. A parting gift, but only if they're themselves.
Julia, where are you?
People are usually frightened by this painting, but it relaxes me. Painted in 1922. Now, where's the one I'm supposed to be inspecting? Julian saw us, Credo, Masha, and I. We were never able to have children. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Here it is. Ooh. Ah, yes, the painting from 1798. It must be the one they removed from the stairway. Okay, so 98 is the last two numbers of the safe. So we'll have to go back to the basement in a bit. But... Okay, now here's the fun part. Remember how we found that blueprint talking about the scaffolding? You have to be careful which window you go through, because only one of them has the scaffolding, and otherwise they'll just climb out and fall off the roof and die. Maybe I can get down to the master bedroom with the scaffolding. I must simply go out the right window. Should I go through this window? Ooh. I'm pretty sure it's that one, but I'm going to inspect both just to see what they say. Should I go through this window? No. Okay, no, I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, usually they have dialogue for it that kind of implies which one it is, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. This window. You know what? Let me go through my documents first. Letter, blueprint. Excavation plan. Yeah, the leftmost window from outside of the house, so the rightmost window from the attic. You can also just kind of see.
Careful, Alexander. You're not young anymore.
Yeah, it's the roof is flattened. Good for nothing workers. They never finished the job and left a huge mess in the middle of everything. Sometimes while walking down the street, I've seen the hushers looking up at the stars from that balcony.
Mrs. Catherine? Masha?
The master bed has been made for a long time, like Julia's. It has not been used any time recently. Wrinkled piece of paper. Hush's wife wrote something on it. Please come back. We can't leave the house.
Where is everybody?
I want wanted to fit into this table. Good. Might need to soon. There's just so many memories in those albums.
Yeah.
Blue ragdoll wearing a hat, meshed with a shower cap on her. She is good at sewing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, I need to go back through the other door. I feel like there was a map somewhere I was supposed to pick up. Probably back in the foyer or something. Okay, wait, no, this isn't the bad bathroom either. It's probably somewhere in the servants' quarters. Fourth letter from Isaac Farber, sent on August 26th. Sebastian, I received the box again. I can't even stand to look at it, but still I hear its music. After returning it to me, has anything changed? Do you feel better? If so, maybe I should do the same, don't you think? I should try to find the previous owner, if that's even possible. Have you discovered anything? Please do tell me. I can't sleep or stay awake. I feel a presence. There's something here with me. Jesus, I forgot that happens.
Bird.
Well, that's not very kind of you, Alexander. Okay. Let me try to remember where I need to go next. I know I need to go to the basement, to the safe, and then into the servants' quarters with Masha's key. And then I think I'll have everything to finish the chapter. Oh yeah, I forgot that can happen.
I thought the ceiling would fall in on me.
The game just does stuff like that sometimes. There's actually a couple that happen that can crash my game, so if that happens, I'm sorry. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 8.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter buys into her bone. She looks very intellectual that way. They don't always crash my game when they happen, but... Is that all the ones I need? 4 dolls. I think I need 5. Hold on. 1, 2... Okay, yeah, there's 5. Go back up. Oh my god. And through the servants' quarters. Which is where I think I will find the last doll. go through. I don't need this key anymore. Oh god. Never had that happen before. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Note from Masha. Alexander, I wish you had never had to find this note. I left the house, or at least I tried. I pray that this is not the last time you hear from me. I haven't seen Mrs. Catherine or the children in days. Sometimes I hear them crying upstairs, but I never find them. They always seem to be in the room next door, even if such room doesn't exist. There is something horrendous here with us, something that I can't describe. I barely dare to leave our room anymore. I have to go before it's too late. I love you. Masha.
Masha, where are you?
Orange ragdoll. Of all the ship dolls, this is the only one that knows. This in the closet. Yep. Masha's old sewing machine. It was a gift from her mother who brought it from Masha. Anything useful? It would not appear so. I saw a figure standing in the window when we first walked in towards the quarters. Ephesians 6:11. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Masha underlined this passage several times. Fun fact, that Bible's in Russian, so any other character can't read it. It's Masha in her youth. I can understand a woman like that ended up with a brute like me. Here, Masha and I write down her chores for each day. Masha's sleeping pills. When she worries about something, she always ends up taking them. Ah, here's the tub I'm not supposed to mess with. Okay, here we go. A can of universal thinner. There's plenty of solvent inside. I will also need that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and look at it though. The basin in the laundry room is full of filthy black water. I would have to put my hand in there to remove the clog. Should I? Absolutely not. Being dry sheets but dusty, they were never taken off the line. Wait, you know what? Hold on. I have to click L3. God. So notice you got a jump scare as you walk upstairs where you see a figure, staring in at you from the kitchen door room before it shuts. Let's see, playroom is where I need to be. I have to put them in the house, of course. Oh. A lot. Love that. Okay. One is hungry. So her friend will make dinner for her. Let's take a shower. One is reading. And this one watches the entrance, no one can come in.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the little door. Saw must have put the key there. A heavy metal key was hidden in the dollhouse. This key is not from the house. I've never seen it in my life. I'll have to come back later for the other doll, but it's not letting me take it at the moment. Oh. Tank controls. Okay. I'm gonna need this in a bit. Now I need to find all of these
Our
things.
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Mother of God, what is this horrific thing? A faded piece of paper mysteriously appeared in the Crusher Mansion. Aid us, save us. We are doomed. I think there's another minigame that can pop up in this thing now, too. But I haven't seen it happen yet.
Mother of God.
Yeah, I saw
How
that.
many of these things are there?
Bound, enslaved to its desire. Hold on. How do I... I am not sure how to fix this. Yeah, it's not letting me ban them. Their name pops up, but like the overview never loads up. That's lame. Hold on. There, I've made you a moderator. Do you think you can do it? I just have to find the other two things that have poems attached to them. I think one is in the master bathroom. Ah. Okay. Help us make it, pull us through. Oh!
Oh, Mother of God!
Oh god. Thought I lost that for a second.
Stay right there, you demon.
I have to wait for a little while before it'll even let me leave the room. Shit. See, now would have been a great time to have the flask. Okay. His heartbeat's calmed down. Let's see. We're good. Where the heck is that last thing? Oh, I think it's in the office, actually. The other side of the hall here. Yep. Hey there, buddy. Beta, save us, we are doomed, bound and slave to its desire. Help us make it, pull us through, toss the Dark One in the fire. The full poem, that's it. The one problem is I never found that last haiku paper, but it's fine. Then we come back to the dollhouse. Take this little guy. There's some exchange in the doll. Take it. The haiku folder can't tell me anything I don't already know about the game anyway. Oh, but speaking of it, let me find it. Crying friend, a parting gift, but only if they're themselves. So I'll go ahead and tell you what that means. So sometimes when a character dies, you'll find them in a state similar to Julia was in the attic, and you have to pay attention to their dialogue. If their dialogue sounds in character for them, or overall just a little more positive, you can talk to them, and they will give you the character's special item, along with their inventory. if their dialogue sounds like regretful, sounds more like angry, vengeful, not quite in character for them, then if you talk to them, they will become violent and kill you. So, a parting gift, but only if they're themselves. Fireplace.
Burn in hell, demon.
Now, I didn't acknowledge it at the time, but we weren't able to go in there without burning the doll. But now we can, and the door's here. I like his tattoo.
That door should not be there.
And we got the key. Now we can go through and not need this key anymore.
What?
We kind of have to. I wouldn't want to either, but
Oh, dear Lord, please guard me. Where am I? Ah!
Mother of God, what is this? Where am I? Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Help! I need help!
Like I said, hit or miss voice acting, but
They finally found me. I was feverish, dehydrated, and terrified. But alive. I don't remember much about the ride to the hospital, but I did mumble a few questions about the music box. I had heard it. The endless, grim song it played wouldn't stop hammering in my brain. I would even swear I'd seen it there on the table, on the other side of the mirror. No, impossible. There was no box. It was just a hallucination, a mirage. I needed to rest.
yeah, I was gonna stop here
Just
anyway. I need to
rest.
go do chores and that. Are you off tomorrow or the next day?
Where am I?
Awesome, me too. I'll try to play the next episode then. Alright, that was it. That's 1 of 5. I'll go ahead and end it here so I can go outside and take care of the chores. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in a bit. Yeah, sure. It might have to be a little later, though. Right, I will see you later. No problem, thanks for coming in.